Hey, what's good, everyone? It's Sal, Stretford Post. How you're doing? And welcome to another episode of Chatterbox. We're here for the fantastic game, the legendary game, France against the Netherlands, kicking off in a little over 5 minutes. I think a little over 5 minutes. We'll kick off. Firstly, I wanted to talk about the Ragnick game. Last, I'm going to call it the Ragnick game because that's what I've been hearing online. The Ragnick crowd obviously are hyping up, of course, and I don't blame them, to be honest with you, because we said this, and many of us said this a long time ago about Ragnick. Ragnick spoke a lot of home truths, a very smart man, and he knew. But one thing that baffles me is like, oh, a lot of people who were Ten Hag outers are now saying, oh, but they didn't give Ragnick a chance and blah 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 blah. We told you, didn't we? We told you this. This is the same with Ten Hag. You know what the problem is. You just didn't like Ten Hag. So this is the whole thing. So great game for Austria. Austria look a strong outfit, to be honest, under Ragnick. They have done for a while. Tactically, he's getting it spot on every single time, and I just don't understand what happened to him at Man United. But after 6 months, we seem to turn managers, great managers, legendary managers, into very average managers. Maybe it's us. Maybe we are the problem. Maybe we are the actual issue here. So, yeah, it's not too great, but we're okay now, and we're in a good place, and hopefully we move on from that. But it's good to see Ragnick doing well. I'm really pleased for him. He's shown a lot of people up at Man United, including the Glazers. So, which is the problem? It is the Glazers, isn't it? So that seems that is the issue with them. So yeah, not too great for them. Not they're not too great, but yeah, we get it moving. We get it moving. So I'm here live for the game. It's 11 o'clock almost in the UAE where I am, and I'll be following the game today. And hopefully it's a good one, right? Hopefully it's a good one. Just having a look at glance at the team. Not too many surprises, to be honest. I'm expecting a good game, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a tight, edgy game as well. So it's a tough one to call. I'm going for 1-1. I'm going for 1-1, and I believe it will be an entertaining 1-1. Kiss of death, wow, kiss of death. It could easily be a ball draw, 0-0. It could easily be that, couldn't it? So um, please join me. I'm here anyway. Thanks for everyone who's going to be joining me or will be joining me very soon. I'm coming up in 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm back. I'm back. Hope you didn't miss me too much. But I'm back. I'm back. Time for the players to come out. Part-time basketball player Memphis Depay is out. He's come in with the headband. Looks like Mbappe is wearing his mum's sweater, um, his dad's sweater, whatever it is. Here we go. Did anyone see the opening ceremony to this tournament? I didn't really watch it, but I saw some highlights for earlier. Um, I saw some highlights, and I was a bit like, "What is that?" Didn't see it, to be honest with you. Not as bad as the build up to the Qatar World Cup when no one showed it, though. To be honest. But this is a game. These are the sort of games that make the Euros, and Holland against France. You know, what are your earliest memories of Holland versus France? What's the one memory that you have that sticks out in your mind? Aki. Aki's come on leaps and bounds. The Dutch player looks like Hargreaves, doesn't he? Owen Hargreaves. That ain't the Dutch player. What am I talking about? That's Griezmann. It is a late one. It is definitely a late one. It's a late one for me today. It's been a long day today. So yeah. Do you know what? Yeah. I haven't had a haircut. I need to give me a second. Yeah. Here we are. I'm back again with the Renegade Master people. The power to the people. Power to the people. We're here. We're here live in flesh. Just give us a good game today. Yeah. Just give us a good game. We're live in the flesh, and it's Kante. Kante's a legend, isn't he? Kante's one of them players who just you can't hate. No one can hate Kante. No one can hate Kante. He's a good player, isn't he? I actually thought he retired from international football. I don't know about you, but I thought he actually retired. I can't believe he's still playing. Testament to him, to be honest. But there's a number of the French players that are still in the squad. They're bit, God knows, this must be the third or fourth championships, you know, World Cups and European championships. Hmm. Who do you fancy for this game then, anyway? Who do you fancy? Do you fancy Holland or France? It's a defence, really, isn't it? The defence against the attack. I like the look of Holland's defence, to be honest with you. I do like the look of Holland's defence. I think they have a strong defence. Here goes, they're going through the motions. We're here, like, watching them, showing all the love, all the clap hands and all the slapping hands and everything. Holland are playing a 4-3-3. There's Ake, Virgil, De Vrij, and Dumfries in defence. We have Gakpo, Memphis, and Frimpong in midfield. Frimpong in midfield, that's interesting. That's interesting. So, as United are interested in Frimpong. Frimpong's almost up front as a right winger. He's not as a right back. So, that is very interesting. As many people are saying like he's going to be a right back, you know, a right wing back. But he's playing in the front three today. Be interesting to look at him, to have a look at, to see what he's about in this team. Obviously, we've seen him for Leverkusen, and it'd be interesting to see what it's all about today. Van Dijk is the captain today. That's the English. What's the referee's name? Stuart Atwell. He's one of ours, isn't he? Keep the VAR away from him then. There we go. Griezmann, legend. Griezmann is still alive and kicking. France, Maignan in defense, in the goalkeeper. We've got Hernandez, Saliba, Upamecano, Rabiot, Kante, Tchouameni, Griezmann, Thuram, and Dembele. And the right back is Koundé, by the way. Just missed that one out. Tchouameni. It's a strong midfield. That is a strong midfield, to be honest. Gerhard Aigner. It's a there's a little round of applause for the old Gerhard Aigner, legendary figure in the game. Oh, no, let's go for this one. This is a big game, this one. So my score was France 1, Holland 1. I'm going for 1-1. What are your scores for this game? Should be an entertaining game. Holland kicking off, playing from right to left. And here come Holland on the first attack. First real chance for Holland. He scuffed it. He scuffed it. He has scuffed it. It was a big chance, that. It was a big chance. Don't get many chances in these games. That was a big chance for Holland. He scuffed it. Yeah, come back. Welcome back. Here come. Did I miss anything? Let's do this. Yeah, chances in these games are few and far between. You got to take your chances whilst you can. To be honest with you. That was a great scouting job from France to find from Leicester City to find Kante. That wasn't it? I always think about that. That was a brilliant scouting job. They found in the same like relatively the same time they found like Mahrez and found Kante. Really good work. That was really good work. You have to applaud them for that season. The problem is they only done it for one season. Indeed, as well. Yeah, the problem is they only did it for one season. Unfortunately, I'll be back. I'm back. I'm back. Did I miss anything? It's free kick to France here. Cleared away. Cleared away. I'm interested to see how Holland play. How they. Because for me, they look a very like solid unit. Solid unit. Not so much like on an attacking side, but more of a defensive side. Cleared by Holland there. I'm back in the house. I'm back in the house, everybody. I'm back here. Have I missed anything? Had to get my coffee. It's a late one in the UAE. It's 11 summit in the evening, in the evening, yeah, almost the morning. So I'm hoping for an entertaining game today. I really am. Because yesterday it really bored the life out of me. Southgate ball was terrible. Those quotes from Southgate though at the end of the game, the Calvin Phillips one, oh goodness me. That's like slandering yourself. You can't say things like that. It's not only that, it's not only what he said, it's about the disrespect to the players that you have in the squad already that you've chosen. It's like, what sort of confidence does that give the team going forward when you say silly comments like that? It was an awful comment, really slanderous. It's sackable, that sort of comment, it is sackable. You can't be going around and saying, if we had Calvin Phillips, things would be better. Who? Who? This man is the key of diverting people away from the real issue. The thing is that England team is world class. It is. It's one of the best squads in the tournament, if not the world, right? So he's trying to make excuses, pre-excuses, so that when England do get knocked out, which they probably will, when they play half long and half decent with a manager like that, he's already got a pre-excuse. Oh, he didn't have Calvin Phillips, and some people lack it up as well. The sad thing is there's certain people in our fan base that they are comparing Southgate with Ten Hag. Oh, what, Ten Hag plays like that? No, he does not. Ten Hag had 60 odd injuries, a record amount of injuries. We had Casemiro as a centre back. Ten Hag had off-field problems up to his head from the first moment he came into the club to now. He's got problems. He had the Ronaldo problem, the Sancho problem, the Anthony problem, the Greenwood problem, the Rashford problem, the Maguire problem. Then he had the late takeover process that was going through. And yet still he managed to win us a trophy. 2 trophies in 2 years, 3 finals in 2 years. So come on, give the guy a break. He's nowhere near Southgate. Southgate wouldn't have navigated us a tactical masterclass against Man City. I haven't once seen a tactical masterclass from Southgate. The only teams he plays well against are the teams like Iran and Panama. He doesn't really do anything against teams that actually know how to play. No offense to those teams, but you know what I mean. Quite a scrappy game so far. Quiet, everyone, not so much happening at the moment. One chance for Holland early on, but other than that, it's hasn't been much going on so far in the way of chances. So this game is it's going to heat up. At the moment, people are just cancelling each other out. They can't. Yeah, some of those comments yesterday, comments from Southgate, were just totally uncalled for. You can't be saying things like that. You can't be saying if we had Calvin Phillips, It's just that what sort of message does that send out to the players that you've picked, to Mainu, to Gallagher, to Rice, to these players, to Wharton, to players like that. What sort of message does that send out when you're saying, and it's Calvin Phillips as well. Calvin Phillips, the guy who can't break into the team, he can't even break into West Ham's team. Come on. It's an insult. It really is. And if I was the FA, I'd say, look, tell this guy to pack up. We're going to get someone in as for a temporary basis, because that was not a comment he should have been making. There are certain nations there that sack managers for silly comments like that. France with the ball. Looks like they're dominating possession at the moment, France. Holland have got all players in their own half. France are looking more threatening when they go forward. Here come, oof, nearly reached Griezmann there. Griezmann was close, very close to heading that ball in. Oh, it's a good clearance though. It is a good clearance. It's a very good clearance, that. Please smash a like and subscribe to the channel. That would be much appreciated. Trying to help my channel grow. I'm on the road to 10,000 subscribers. That's the next goal for me. So if you can kindly subscribe to the channel, and we get it moving together. We unite as a team. We get it through. We do this. We're our own European champions. You know what I mean? Oh, that's a great ball there. That is a great ball. Is that 1-0? Is that 1-0? Oh, he's missed it. Can you believe? Can you believe it? Big opportunity for France there. What a ball that was, though. What a flick. Big opportunity that was. Unbelievable. Here come France again. On the attack this time. Oh, he's missed it again. Griezmann has missed it again. That's two good. That's two chances earlier. That's two quick chances there. Oh, that was a good chance. How's he missed it? How's he missed it? I think the ball to him was a bit quick, but yeah, it's a bad ball. But you got to adjust your feet there to score that goal. To be honest with you, you really do. You really do. Keeper in the that's the same goalkeeper kit as Pickford. Pickford was he supposed to make Jordan Pickford camouflage, or is he supposed to make the keepers camouflage? They're wearing that sort of kit, you know. Pickford's already a camouflage. I remember back in the day in the 90s when they used to wear these really bright, luminous kits, you know, the goalkeeper, and it was like, goodness me, like when the player's running up to goal, we're like, wow, is it supposed to make the goalkeeper look bigger, you know? It's another late one in the UAE. Game's kicking off at 8. It's a killer over here, you know, it's a killer. And when the season starts, it's going to be later than that. It's like if a game kicks off at 8, it's going to be at 12, you know. So the Champions League games is a bit of a slog. Oh, unlucky there. Unlucky from the Dutch. Unlucky from Gakpo. That was a good strike. Keeper did well to keep it out. Maybe on. Oh, that's a good save. That is a good save. I like that. That is a good save. He saw it late as well, you know. So Gakpo looks like he's shining in this tournament. To be honest, he looks like he's doing bits in this tournament. He's got the potential. Cross comes in. Corner comes in. Ends up. That was a terrible corner, to be honest with you. I don't know what he was trying there. Yeah, I was shocked about Italy yesterday. I felt that they would have had a chance on defeating Spain yesterday, but I heard that Spain dominated the game. I heard it was the Spanish who were dominating and dictating, and Italy could have lost by a lot more goals. I'm shocked by that, to be honest. I am shocked. Italy always seemed like a very like in the European Championships, didn't they beat Spain? They beat Spain at Wembley, didn't they? So I thought they had their number, you know, Italy, but it seems like they didn't. They must have lost it. Austria were fantastic today. That caused the end of the European Championships for Poland, but Poland, I was disappointed in today. Had a good game, first game, decent. Unlucky not to get the draw. And what can you do? Corner to France. Au fromage. Je voudrais deux Big Mac, s'il vous plaît. Je voudrais deux Big Mac, s'il vous plaît. Basically means, can I have 2 Big Macs, please? That French kit though, it's like the kit that, you know, some kid is drawn on it. You know, it's like, you know, remember the old days when you used to get those kits and they used to have those badges and on their chest, and they used to be the size of a Christmas card. You know, that's what it's like. They got a Christmas card on their chest. I'm not going to say what it is because, you know, that would incriminate me, and monetization would be a myth. It's next to a chicken, similar to a chicken. Have you seen the new series of Gentlemen? It was out a few months ago. I got a couple of months ago now. But act like a chicken. I want you to act like a chicken. If someone told you, right, I want you to act like a chicken for £1 million. I want you to dress up like a chicken, and I want you to act like a chicken. Would you act like a chicken? Would you give a Grammy award-winning performance as a chicken for £1 million? Would you? Be honest. In front of everyone, in front of all your friends and family, and it's recorded. So would you act like a chicken? Or chicken? Act like a chicken. Scouse accent. Then I like chickens in Liverpool, obviously. So guys, what you've been up to today? What's been happening in your hood? How have you been? Has anything? Have you got any stories to tell me? What's been going on? Me, went out today. A couple of places here and there, out and about. It's very hot in the UAE at the moment. It's like 50. It was 49.9. Beat that. They were talking about a crisis in London. I heard about the temperature being like 26 degrees, and over here it's 49.9. It was baking. Luckily, everywhere there's air conditioning and stuff, so you know you get away with it. So can Holland? You know, it'll be interesting if Holland score. If the Netherlands score, it will be interesting, 100%. It's 21 minutes gone, and it is still Netherlands 0, France 0. Yeah, dun 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 dun. Come on, guys, let's not be around the bush. Let's make this an entertaining 3-all draw. That's what we want today. We want a nice, entertaining 3-all draw. England really shut the life out of me, to be honest with you, because I'm an England fan. And, you get with England, because you know the quality they've got, and it's always been like that. You've got quality on the pitch, and we just can't seem to get it to click. England have done very well in recent tournaments in regards to semi-finals, etc., but the competition hasn't been as great as it used to be. You could argue that England should have won a couple of trophies, minimum one. You could argue that. I never get used to seeing myself on TV. Have you ever seen yourself on TV? Here's a question. Have you ever seen yourself on TV? Have you ever been on a TV show? There used to be a show on Channel 5 I was on called The Right Stuff. And I was on The Right Stuff, and we had to talk about internet dating and all that, and the dangers of internet dating, etc. They pose the question to you, bum bum. The question is there, and if I said something, and I can't remember exactly what I said, but it didn't sound too good. And then like as soon as I said it, they ended the show. It's like the show ended on that. It's like they said, thank you for that, and that is the end of the show. Everyone laughed. They go, ha, 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 and that's the end of the show. Sal's made himself look like a prat, and here's the end of the show. Thank you so much, Sal. You made the show. And it was like that, it was, and then they went off. I also acted on a dubplate drama as a criminal, a thug. Dubplate drama used to be on Channel 4 about 2008-ish, 2009-ish, around that time. And I've been in a lot of music videos. I filmed a lot of music videos, and I've been in a lot of music videos. But I never get used to seeing myself on TV. I don't like to see myself on TV. I don't. Honestly, I don't. I take subject to popular belief. I know I'm here sitting with you guys. But I enjoy watching football with you guys and my Twitter family, with my family, all the people who support my channel, who interact with my tweets, who follow me. And it's strange, isn't it? Because I got a few people who've been following me for since this account was open. I have another account which is opened when Twitter was open, but it got deleted. I opened another account to replace that account, which is my private account, and that's been around since about 2010. I opened this account in 2017 just to focus on Man United only, and I've had some people who have been following me. Here come Holland on the attack. Gapo, not good there. Yeah, I've had some people who have been following me for 6 years on this channel, on Stretford Post. On Stretford Post, it's been 6 years. And I applaud you lot. Honestly, I get emotional on Twitter. I say things on Twitter. I'm outspoken, and I really commend you guys for sticking by me and sticking by my Twitter page and not missing me unfollow. Followed by some great people as well on Twitter. And when I say certain things on Twitter, it's like, I think, should I say that? That's a bit out there, isn't it? That's a bit out there. I like winding up the Ten Hag outers. I did. This year was really fun because I could foresee what was going to happen. And it was like, those guys were celebrating and we were just being, okay, you celebrate Ten Hag being sacked. You celebrate that. And we'll carry on. Yeah. It was funny. It was funny. Absolutely funny. I'm not going to live it down. Till next season. So the name Chatterbox, right? This is the show. It's called Chatterbox. Chatterbox was a nickname a long time ago for me because funny enough, I didn't used to talk much. So people go, don't chat too much. Don't be such a chatterbox, because it was sarcastic. So Chatterbox is the show. It's called Chatterbox. My name's Sal Warner. That's my name. And I'm hosting Chatterbox on Stretford Post. So Stretford Post is basically like a new TV channel. Not quite that big yet, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Mr. Bean. Sound as a pound. Here come France on attack. French was attack. Oh, that's poor. That was poor. That's poor from Thuram. Thuram it too hard into the crowd. Guys, whoever joins me, please could you kindly smash a like and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot. It really would mean a lot, because I need to get to 10,000 followers or subscribers on here. I need to get my subscribers up so I can get all of you guys involved and we can do this together, and maybe have 4 or 5 windows so we can all do this together and we can have a chat. If anyone does want to join the stream, you are more than welcome. Just let me know. I will send you over the link to join the stream so you can have a chat with me and we can just laugh at how poor France and Holland are. I'm joking. I'm joking. It's a reverse psychology, you see. It's reverse psychology. If we think that they're rubbish, It's like, there was this program by David Blaine. David Blaine used to be this like illusionist and stuff, and not David Blaine. What's his name? Not Blaine. What's his name? Darren. I seen him live as well. This is the funniest thing. Anyway, he goes to like a racing place, a racing area, and he buys a ticket, like dog racing. That's it, dog racing, and he buys a ticket. He buys his ticket, and he comes back after the race, and he looks the woman in the eye who's working at the counter at the collections point, and he goes, slams the ticket on the floor, slams the ticket on the counter, and he goes, "This is the winning ticket. This is a winning ticket." And the woman was like looking at him. Okay, this is the winning ticket. And she cashed out a check for him. Can you believe that? Darren Brown, that was it, Darren Brown. And she cashed out a check for him, the art of manipulation. You see, the art of manipulation. I don't know how he did it, I don't know if it was real, but it was a dog race. And he slammed the ticket on the counter and said, "This is the winning ticket, and you're going to give me my money." It wasn't a winning ticket as well. Yeah, strange, isn't it? How some people can manipulate the mind and just work their way. We need a manager. England need a manager like that. France and Holland are rubbish. They are rubbish. You are better than them. So reverse psychology, isn't it? It could work. You never know. It's better than saying, "Come on, lads, clap. Come on, lads, you got this. Let's go out. That you got the ability. You got to do. You do what you got to do. Even if you haven't got Calvin Phillips, you do what you got to do. You go out there and you go and win." I think that's his motivational speech. I think that's all he does. But more in a soft voice, guys, I like you. I like you all. I think you're really good. You can win this game. Guys, please, could you kindly subscribe to my channel? Please subscribe and pass it over to all your mates. I want to get everyone involved in this channel. I'm doing this for the love of the game. Right now, it's past 11 o'clock in the UAE. I'm doing it for the love of the game. I'm doing it for everyone to come and join me so I can get a bit more acquainted with my Twitter followers mainly. I want to get more acquainted with them, those who join me. And next season, I'll be doing more interviews and doing Man United watch-alongs. And Man United watch-alongs are going to be very emotional because I'm a proper Man United fan. I don't hope Man United lose like some. Oh, who am I talking about? Could be anyone. Yeah, I got a great. Sometimes like the other day, you scroll down the followers on your Twitter, and you realise that someone has unfollowed you, and that someone he's been following you for like 6 years, right? And you think to yourself, what is the one tweet that sent him over the edge? What did I say that really said, right, that's it. I've had enough of this. I'm following this guy, even though I've known him for longer than some of my relatives. I'm going to unfollow this guy. He can't be saying that. That's just too much. I think I'm relatively nice on Twitter. I don't know about you. Do you think I'm nice? I just say what I believe in. You know, I say what I believe in. You know, I don't like abuse. I don't like the abuse of the manager that was been going on this season, and so I call people out for it. You know, I got some fantastic people following me. Here come France on the attack. It's been a fairly even game. I say France is slightly edging it, better with the possession. 33 minutes gone. Time has flown by, and we are still at Netherlands nil, France nil. Côte is côté. What does that mean in French? I went to a really nice hotel in Paris once, and it was like one of them themed hotels where it's old fashioned, but there's mirrors everywhere. There's all these mirrors everywhere, and there's like this like round bathtub in the room and stuff, and it's quite nice, very nice, very nice. Although Paris isn't my type of city, I think Paris is slightly overrated in regards to romantic side of things. I think when Americans go to Paris, they get a big shock of their life, you know. I think they get a big shock of their life. Before I think Paris is like people walk around, you know, in Paris or like with French music going on and etc. But I do think it's a nice city. It's all right. It's all right. Here come Holland on the attack. Oh, I first went to Paris on a hovercraft. I then went to Calais with my school on a boat. Now, one of those yacht type boats, and that was fairly good because they had like arcade machines in it and stuff. That was fun. Yeah, I've been loads of times after that with Man United, like watching Man United. I was talking the other day about the day I went to see Lyon Olympique Lyonnais against Man United in 2008. Oh, here come Holland. Oh, soft shot. In 2008, and Karim Benzema was playing for Lyon at that time. He scored a fantastic goal. You know, cubicles were outside though. I didn't like the cubicles, and you know the seating is like steps, but it's like steps, but then you just have a seat on top of it. Stade Garland, but they moved from there now. They're in a better stadium now. Since then, they moved to a magnificent new stadium. So I haven't been to that stadium. I've been to the Stade Garland, and the Stade Garland's legendary because one is one of the. I think it's the game that Iran faced USA. Yeah, and Iran won the game. It was a legendary match. You remember that in 1998? Yeah, very political game. I remember it. No one wanted to lose that. But Iran played really well in that game. They had a player called Ali Dai, and he must have scored about 100 goals for Iran. Played in Germany most of his career, but he's a good player. Good player. You know, some of these players I look at and I think, you know what, these guys these days would be excellent. You know, they would be excellent. So we're 10 minutes from half time and it's still 0-0. I'm getting rather worried about this, that the game is still 0-0. Here come France on the counter attack. France on the counter attack. Here we go. France with the ball. Can they do anything with the ball here? No. Free kick to France. Dangerous position for French. It's always important you check your face when you go on camera. It's always important. I look very tired. I do. I'm up early and I'm late. I'm late indoors. I'm late back. So Liba is coming up, the Arsenal player. It's a free kick with Griezmann taking a free kick here. Can he make something happen of this? It's been quite dull so far. A bit of players, good teams both cancelling each other out. Hopefully, let's see what he can do from this free kick. Upamecano is up. Up is up. Here we go. Oh, it's getting cleared away. Here come France. They're still on the attack here, and it's a throw-in. It's a scrappy game, isn't it? Scrappy game. I'm a bit worried because we had a really boring game yesterday because we didn't have Calvin Phillips on the pitch. So it was really boring because Calvin Phillips makes everything happen. It makes everything tick for England. Calvin Phillips. If Calvin Phillips was playing in this tournament, he would just be setting the world alight, and England would be winning 4s and 5s all day. Because Calvin Phillips is one of the best players in the world, apparently, according to Gareth Southgate. That is. To Gareth Southgate, he's mates with Calvin Phillips. I think if Gareth Southgate had his way, it'd still be Dele Alli, Jesse Lingard, and what's his name, Eric Dyer in the team. But he knows he'll have a bit of beat up. Well, here come the French again. Here come. Oh, that's a poor ball. He just basically shot the ball as a cross. You know, see, that's he dived there. Oh, it's another free kick. I thought he dived there. I thought he dived. What do you think of that? That's a dive. Is that the referee who sent off Casemiro last season? Not last season. Season before last now. Is that the same one? The one that we get a lot of decisions against us? Well, every referee's against us, so I don't know which one's which. I mean, which one's worse than the other, should I say? This one, he just rings a bell. When I look at his face, I'm like, oh, what's that? That's what I think. Yeah, same thing. When I see these UK, these Premier League referees, it's like that kit that the goalkeeper's wearing, the Netherlands kit. England have the same kit. What's that? Imagine buying that. You know what I mean? You go missing if you go and visit the forest. You'll be going missing. And maybe I remember I was in a forest. Never say something in a forest. I was told never say something in a forest because if you say something bad, it comes true. Once injured myself. I said that we were climbing trees, and I'll go, you don't do that. You're going to injure yourself. After we left the forest, we got home and we injured ourselves. I broke my leg. Oh, my brother broke his leg. Yeah. So we blame the forest not acting like a break. Here comes Griezmann, and it is blocked. Like, when I look at these teams now, I mean, this is the thing. This is what I'm saying. Like, England have never had a better chance to do something. With the players they've got, I think England can beat anyone. But the problem is they got a manager who can lose to anyone, and that's the whole issue. You know, there's literally League One, League Two managers who are better than Southgate. And I can't believe the audacity, the slanderous, nasty. I wouldn't forgive someone if they were trying to replace me with Southgate. I mean, that's like, you know, insult. That's the biggest insult you can do. That's such a low blow. So, but you're looking at Southgate over me. You don't even need to look at Southgate. You know who Southgate is. You know what he's about. You know, he would have got Calvin Phillips to play in the team instead of, you know, get rid of Casemiro. We need Calvin Phillips in there. Yeah, Calvin Phillips. Oh yeah, Ali. What's his name? Dele Alli is on a free transfer. Eric Dyer. Yeah, let's get him from Spurs. Let's get that. Can you imagine? Be like a little bit of history repeated. 1974 when Man United got relegated. Gareth Southgate. Who's a better manager? God bless his soul. Graham Taylor or Gareth Southgate? Graham Taylor didn't qualify for the 1994 World Cup. He made some crazy decisions, like when he was managing England. I think it was unfortunate at sometimes the referee against that. I think it was one of the games in the qualifiers when England didn't qualify. The referee was so against England that time, so against. But when he substituted Gary Lineker, and then, you know, it was just like, mate, what are you doing, mate? You know, England have always done these weird things. It's like when Glenn Hoddle left that Gaza out of the World Cup squad in '98. What are you doing, mate? It's like when Sven-Goran Eriksson brought Theo Walcott to the World Cup in 2002. What are you doing, mate? What's going on? Even though I've got a lot of love for Sven-Goran Eriksson, you know, I've got a lot for him. So Terry Venables was probably the best football we played. Um, since 1990. 1990 was very good, but in my lifetime, it's been 1990, Terry Venables' team in 1996, the 1998 team, very unlucky, I think. I think they would have went on to win the tournament. I do think tactically, Glenn Hoddle got it wrong with the three in the mid, three in defence. Wing backs, Graham Lasso, Gary Neville was the wing backs. I felt like we could have played a 4 and played an extra midfielder. I wasn't a fan of David Batty. I never was a fan of David Batty. You know, he wasn't the best player in the world. It's because he played for Blackburn and Newcastle at the time, and they weren't too bad at the time. You know, so I feel like he tactically picked the wrong team. So England were a red card away from going through against Argentina. For Argentina struggled against England, even with 10 men. England had 10 men. Argentina struggled. 2002, England had themselves to blame. They should have defeated a 10-man Brazil team. And, you know, a crazy goal over Seaman's head. It shouldn't have happened. The problem with David Seaman, I never rated him as one of the elite goalkeepers. He has a few saves here and there, but he was beaten from angles that no goalkeeper should be beaten from. I don't know if you remember who was old enough, Naeem, who played for Zaragoza, and he scored past Seaman from the halfway line in the last minute of extra time. And it was called the Cup Winners' Cup, I believe it was. I think that was a Cup Winners' Cup. It doesn't exist anymore. It used to be a trophy that European trophy that teams were playing if they win a cup. So that doesn't exist anymore. So Naeem took the shot from the halfway line and it just went over David Seaman's head. A bit like what Ronaldinho did, but further out. So David Seaman should have saved that on his line. A goalkeeper like Van der Sar Schmeichel saved that. You know, and that's the fine margins. You know, England have always had something, you know, which is weak. Like after that, we had Robinson in goal, and then we had David James in goal. Back to Robertson, David James, and it just wasn't working in regards to the goalkeeper. Now they got Pickford. I think Pickford's a decent goalkeeper. Actually, he's not as bad as people think, but I don't think he's an elite goalkeeper. I think we haven't got an elite goalkeeper. I think Ramsdale was getting there, but Ramsdale being dropped, it sort of knocked his confidence a little bit, and he can't be relied upon. He played a couple of friendlies for England a few weeks ago, and he wasn't that good, was he? You know. Holland have always produced players and always produced world-class players. Lately, I think their talent pool has gone down, actually. During the 90s, the 80s and 90s, Holland, Netherlands were just unbelievable at producing players. They had an embarrassment of riches. I mean, they rolled off the tongue. You know, the players that they had, especially like up until like 96, 98. I mean, they got knocked out in Euro 96. I was surprised by that. But that was one of the most talented teams as well. Talented, probably the most talented team in the tournament, and they're getting knocked out, you know? And it was like they had Kluivert, they had Seedorf, they had Reiziger, they had Davids, they had Stam, they had, you know, you name it, just Van der Sar, they had, you know, Ruud van Nistelrooy, you know, Hunterland, you know, they had, you know, just, and the generations is when you go further back and you go to Ruud Gullit, you know, Marco van Basten, you know, they had Mark Overmars, you know, they had a team there, they had the De Boer twins or brothers, what they were brilliant as well. You know, it was just a strong, and obviously Philip Cocu. Remember Philip Cocu? He was a good player as well. He played for Barcelona. It's half-time. It's Netherlands 0, France 0. Thanks for that. I might put on my glasses and fall asleep because this is 2 nights now where I have been here with you guys talking about a boring match. Will Mbappe come on? Will Mbappe come on? Will he come on at halftime? We got Lineker there, Shearer, Fabregas, and Rooney. Got to look at Rooney. He's like, what am I doing next to these 2 waste mans? What am am I doing this to these two waste mans? Get out of here. I'm Wayne Rooney. Look at Wayne Rooney. Look at Shearer sitting there. We made Shearer's cry, broke Shearer's dreams. I'm not surprised he don't like us. Rooney, his hair's keeping on. You know, it looks like the implant worked well. I might need one day. See. What did you make of that first half then? Goodness me, I don't know. I mean, I went off in a conversation of completely elsewhere, you know, because the game was a little bit boring to say the least, to be honest with you. There was that chance there where he'd done the back heel, but he should have finished that easy. Yeah, why didn't he shoot? Why did he pass it? When he done the back heel, he should have passed. He shouldn't have passed it. He should have shot, just slotted it in. Should have just slotted it in. Yeah, today's been a bit of a crazy day. I went and I bought donuts today. I hadn't donuts in a long while. I bought donuts, yeah. Naughty. Just fancy something. Sometimes you just feel like, you know what? I want a donut. Yeah. Depends on the donut. Donut has to be fresh. If you have a donut, it's got to be fresh. I like pistachio donuts. Pistachio. I don't know if you tried them. Oh, goodness me. It's just ridiculous. You know, just some of the things that you have, you know, that are just so nice. I guess that's a key to life, isn't it? You know, you have things that are really, really, really nice, are not good for you and give you long-term damage. Things are really, really bitter and don't taste much, are not very nice and give you long-term benefit. That's a key to life. Not everything that's sweet, not everything that's fun is good for you. But you can have fun sometimes, just as long as you don't overdo it, you know. I go crazy when I don't go to the gym. When I don't go for my jog, I go crazy. I run in a 40-degree heat. I don't care. I need my fix, and my fix is running and coffee, and joining you guys. Don't forget to smash a like and subscribe to the channel, please, guys, and please could you spread the word. Stretford Post of Stretford, Stretford the Post, Stretford Le Post. How did I get the name Stretford Post? Stretford Post came from the time I had a season ticket in the Stretford end. I was behind the goal in the front row, okay? Had a season ticket, yeah. And it's the best stand. The best stand at Old Trafford is the Stretford end. I do like the South Stand though. I do like the South Stand. I've seen some really good goals at in the South Stand. I saw the Kaka one against Man United AC Milan, 2007, 3-2. Close up. It was just like clutch. It looked better on TV, to be honest with you. It did. You know, it did look better on TV, but it was a brilliant goal. It was a brilliant goal. I went to the 7-1 against Roma, which was brilliant. That was one of the best games. That is probably the best game I've ever been to. I feel like it was just the overall event itself and what happened during that day, the fighting for the match and the abuse that the Man United fans received from Roma, and we ended up spanking them. It was bitter. It was just sweet. It was bitter for them, but it's sweet. It was so sweet that we actually cheered their goal. That's what's so funny about it. We cheered their goal. Can you believe? and we won 7-1. Great times. Should have won the Champions League that year, but it was the AC Milan game. We came unstuck. A rainy night at the San Siro, and we just came unstuck. It just didn't work, did it? But the next season we won it. But we were getting close, you can tell. And you see, that's what happens with good managers, with great managers. They may not win it one season, but you can see what he's building. You can see what's going on. And we won it the next season and got to the final the season after, you know, and there you go. I reckon if we didn't lose Ronaldo during that period, I think we would have done some bits for the next few years. I think we needed more investment. I don't think the Glazers gave Sir Alex enough, and Sir Alex was too accepting of what the Glazers gave him, you know. So the news on Man United. See this Jamie Carragher when he's talking about how we need to give Trent Alexander-Arnold a chance in the midfield, let him get used to the position. Come on, this is the European Championships. We have mainly sitting on the bench, for crying out loud, a generational talent sitting on the bench. Use friendlies or use Liverpool games to make your experiment. Don't use England to make your experiment and potentially get us knocked out of tournaments. Pathetic, isn't it? Some of these pundits, some of them, what they say is just, it's like, what do they watch? Do they think before they speak? We know you're biased. We know you love Liverpool, but come on, you got to be a little bit partial. You got to be like, come on, like a little bit level on it. If you said, look, maybe they should have dropped Carl Walker and played Trent Alexander-Arnold as a right back, yeah, because he's a right back. But you don't say, like, if we got Gallagher and we got Wharton, we got Mainu, we got Rice, in the centre of midfield, you're saying, it's because Trent doesn't usually play in midfield. No, it's because he's not a flipping midfielder. That's why he's a right back. It's like playing Gary Neville or Wan-Bissaka as in midfield central. You know what's going to happen, don't you? Yes, they're great players, yeah, but they can't play anywhere. Trent is a right back, and that's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. And you're just downplaying all the players who played there all their whole career in the centre of midfield. It's a specialist position, one of the hardest on the pitch. So they should be playing in their correct positions. I'm sorry, but he should stop talking rubbish. He's done it too many times now. It's like I feel like I'm lecturing him. Just share this link again, my G's. Undo it goes. No. Honest Live. Who's the best commentator of all time? For me, there was Bobby Moore. He used to do the Champions League games in the 90s. I thought it was excellent. And he used to do the England games during, I think it was ITV, yeah. He used to do the England games. He's such a iconic voice. He's obviously passed away now. It was a long time ago, but he was brilliant. Also, Clive Tilsley. Clive Tilsley clinched it with that Champions League, and Solskjaer has won it. Will they score? They always score. We always score. And we scored. Name on the trophy. Name on the trophy. When commentators start calling things and they just happen, it was all part of the event, the emotion and everything that, it's like I was at that game, and when I was watching back the highlights on ITV, it was like goosebumps. It was goosebumps, honestly. You had to be a Man United fan back then to witness it. We had a great Dutch player called Jaap Stam as well. Chelsea have withdrawn from the race to sign Crystal Palace winger Michael Elise. What is the reasons for this, do you think? He's agreed to join Bayern Munich. Look, I think we need a creative winger, right? I do think we need a creative winger, but um, I don't think it's the most priority position in our team. I think defence and midfield are very important. We need another left back as well. We need right back, right centre back, left back, maybe another right back, centre midfielder, and then we're gonna a striker, and then we look at a right winger because we've got Ahmad, we've got Anthony, and we've got Rashford who can play there, Garnacho who can play there, But the only problem is these wingers that we have are not creative enough, and this is it's the problem, And Elise would have been a good signing, But obviously, he's trying to buy Munich. Champions League football was the lure, of course. So the reports are that Chelsea wouldn't pay Elise's wages. Fair play. Fair play to them. Don't pay the wages. Obviously, if he's being greedy, we don't need that. Thoughts are with Roberto Baggio, by the way, whose house was robbed whilst he was watching the Spain-Italy game yesterday. Sad, a legend like that these things happen to. It shouldn't happen to anyone, but that's Roberto Baggio, So it's just sad that he got taken to hospital, and that sad. It's a sad one. Yeah, unfortunately, there are some evil people in this world, and sadly. So the news today is that Xerxes has agreed terms with Manchester United, apparently, in principle. The terms have been agreed with United. What do you guys make of that? Are you happy? Is he on the bench tonight? Let's have a look. Yeah, Xerxes number 21. Xerxes on the bench tonight. Be great if we get a look at Xerxes tonight. I would like to see him. We do need to scout other right wingers, just because. Elise chose Bayern Munich due to his excessive wage demands, and Chelsea didn't want to pay the wage demands. Chelsea didn't want to pay 300,000 a week for Elise. That is a lot of money, isn't it? For Elise, come on, that's a lot, And chose Bayern obviously because Champions League football and doesn't want to play in a Conference League, which is Chelsea. I wouldn't be happy if United were paying £300,000 for Elise, who's come from Crystal Palace, right? We have to put this in perspective. There's no offence, but he comes from Crystal Palace and paying £300,000 a week for that. It's just greed. Utter greed. You can't be, one good season, But United do have to start getting their scouting hat on and start finding new alternative players on the right wing. Will you be happy with Ahmad, Anthony as our right wing options next season? Will you be happy with that? Obviously we have Garnacho who can play there, Sancho who can play there, but we need someone who can actually cross the ball and create on one of the sides. It doesn't have to be both the sides because, like, when you think about the old United, we have Beckham. I know it's a huge difference. Obviously, Beckham was world class and elite. Um, we had one guy who can pass the ball, cross the ball, and we had one player who can run on the left, which was Ryan Giggs. So that was the difference. But you always got to learn, even Ryan Giggs, you've got to learn to cross the ball. And we need players who can cross the ball. And I don't think we have any players who can cross the ball like we used to. So it used to be part of our DNA. Crossing used to be us. Right. Here we go, second half underway, my guys and ladies. Right, let's get this sorted. Yeah, it's silly season now, but it's always important that teams don't get drifted, don't get manipulated by players and agents. I mean, £300,000 a week for a player who plays for Crystal Palace is robbery. It is robbery. You got to understand that this player is probably earning what 60, 70,000 a week. Come on, it doesn't need that much money. He's not there yet. He's not there. He's not even in the French squad for crying out loud. You got to be improve yourself, and then you can ask for more money. You can't be doing that. But the problem is like when teams are willing to pay you that much money, that's when the problem starts, in it, and that's when we get into a cycle of overpaying players and players getting paid too much money in wages. It's just silly, isn't it? Oh, they don't play on. Oh, they don't play on. I don't know any French songs. Can anyone know to suggest any French songs? Yeah, dance song, techno. What other songs do we have? What about Dutch songs? Dutch songs, wasn't it? Dun, 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 dun. What was it? Techno, 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 techno. No, no limit, no reach for the skies. Nobody too deep, nobody too high. No, no limit. We give up the fight. We do what we want and we do it right. Dun, 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 dun. It's a late one, guys. It's a late one. It's almost 12 midnight, and I'm here watching France against Holland. It is now. It is still Netherlands nil and France nil. Look at that array of talent on the French bench. Memphis, he's like an old cupboard, right? He's like an old cupboard, right? That they've painted well to look good with that headband. No matter what Memphis does, he would always be one of those players. Is like, not, and like he's got talent, but then you're like, it's just like when you think about when he played for United, it's like, come on, you're good, but there's something there that's just not there. If you know what I mean. Would like to see Xerxes come on as a substitution, the potential first signing for Manchester United, first striker through the door. And Gavin has been well scouted as well. Dear me, this is not a very it's not classic. Here come France on the attack. Cross comes in. Oof. Back to the French player. Back. Can he shoot? That's Mbappe, isn't it? Mbappe's back on the pitch. Mbappe is back. Here come Holland on the counter. What do you make of Mbappe then? Mbappe, good player, but do you think he will succeed at Real Madrid? I mean, when you think about Real Madrid with Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo, Bellingham, do you think that they've got an embarrassment of riches there? Do you think he's going to fit into that team? Do you think the team will be unsettled? Just bear in mind that the team has just won a double or a treble. Will Real Madrid suffer because they bought too many elite players? Do you think they're going back to their old ways with the Galacticos sort of signings? And don't forget they signed Endrick as well, who's highly rated in Brazil. Are they getting too many players? Are they just overcooking it? You can overcook it, And that's what they used to do. They used to sweep up all the talent in Europe. And probably the most talented team they had, they didn't win the Champions League with, The one with Beckham, the one with Ronaldo, and with, they didn't. Real Madrid have always been good when they've had a nucleus of young Spanish players in their team. Like every time they've won the Champions League, they did have world-class players, they did have signings, but they always had a nucleus of homegrown players in their team. Shot over the bar from Kante. I never get over that interview from Kante when they said, the commentator was the reporter was complimenting him on his performance, and he goes, "Thank you." Oh, fuck you, you. But it's just the way he sounded, when he said it. He said, "Thank you." That's what he said. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's what he said. So this. Come Holland on the attack. Imagine the manager of Holland came out at full time, and he said, "You know what it is, yeah? You know what it is, I'll be all serious. It's because we're missing Dirk Kuyt, It's because we're missing Dirk Kuyt. Dirk Kuyt's not playing, so, we've been struggling to replace Dirk Kuyt." Imagine he said that. He wouldn't say that. Yeah, it's been ages. We've been struggling to replace Philip Cocu. We just haven't found a replacement for him, Gareth Southgate, eh? It's a free kick to Holland in a dangerous position. What can they do here? Xavi Simons, another highly rated player, another player on United's radar. There's a lot of players here on the radar of United. Let's see what they do from this free kick. Don't forget to subscribe and like. This is a real football channel from a person who loves Man United and loves football. It's no fake things here. There's a lot of fakeness going around, in particular from the Ten Hag out crew. So please tune in, and here comes Memphis. I blame the sweatband. I blame the sweatband there. Yeah, there's a lot of channels out there who are just there to cash in on United and United's name, and they're not really United fans. They're more interested in going viral than anything, which is great. They can go viral, but as long as you go viral for the right reasons and you're sending the right message, a lot of them is over sensationalist, sort of overreacting, screaming, And when you've been wrong like they have with Ten Hag, like madness, it's madness. It's not quite the Holland of that I know. It's not quite the Holland that I've grown up to watch, but it is France against Holland. So let's see what's going on. Oh, excuse me. It's me. International football, eh? International. What are we going to do with international football? I'm absolutely shattered here. I'm absolutely shattered. We are shattered here. Can you imagine I was watching a game? Here's a first for France and he's missed it. Can you imagine I was watching a game and I just sat here quiet? Just sat here quiet like, imagine it. No, I keep talking. This is Chatterbox. This is Chatterbox. This is Chatterbox. You gotta understand that. When I get talking, I will roll down a hill and it'll be a snowball effect. I'll be talking to all different subjects. Football anywhere in the world, whether it's Hearts of Oak in Ghana or it's Man United, I will be there talking about it. Who used to play Championship Manager? You remember Championship Manager? In my opinion, the greatest football game ever, ever, ever. It's therapy. Trust me, you don't understand what Championship Manager is. There's people still download the updates. Championship Manager came out in about 1995. It was a 2D football game, but it was just the most addictive football game that ever was, ever. You can also edit it as well, which is like you can boost the player ratings, and you never know how addicted to winning you are until you have the tool of manipulating the ratings of the players and change. You never know how addicted to winning you are until as soon as you lose, you turn it off by the plug and turn it back on. So you can play the match again, but you save it before the match so you can play the match again. No, I never did that. Here come France on the attack. Here they come. For me, like in regards to talent, you have to move it with the times and stuff, obviously. But I'm always going to have my opinion on talent. I've watched football for how many decades now? 1, 2, 3. You're close enough to 4 decades, right? So I just feel like football these days is very. Footballers are too pampered. Number one, I feel they've lost the edge completely. Completely lost the edge. Players now are not superstars like they used to be. They're just overpaid, but they're not as good as they used to be. One of the weirdest places on the internet now is TikTok. Problem with TikTok, you watch one thing and then you get a load of other videos of the same thing. And now it's like conspiracy theories and stuff like that. And then, you watch one thing and then you just give it a time, you watch it, see what they're saying. And then suddenly you get 100 of the same things. You get 100. Here you come, France. Oh, best effort from France, to be honest, in regards to quality. That was unlucky, just fizzed past the post. Don't forget to smash a like, please, and subscribe to the channel. That would be much appreciated. Mbappe's still on the bench. When will Mbappe come on? That is the question. Ball possession 58% to France and 42% to Holland. That's a free kick to France, who's sitting on the ball. Referee was right in front of that, so I don't think there'd be any play at him. But then again, it is that referee. Xavi Simons is on the floor, crying in agony. Corner to France. Corner to Francais. I like those type of corners. You know, those type of corners just fizzing, curling outwards like that. That's just dangerous. Great header that, just over the bar from France. Mendy. What's crazy is that, you know, with England, and the subject of England is like, we know that the manager's poor, and we know that he doesn't have any tactics. But you know that pundits and stuff start going after players like Bellingham and people like that who've had fantastic seasons, who've scored 20 odd goals from midfield, you know, and in their first season in Spain, having dominated in Germany at 20 years of age, and endless assists as well, and then and just won the Champions League and league with Real Madrid, and then they're saying, oh, you know, it's his fault. You know, it's just crazy. It's just poor journalism, isn't it? It's poor journalism. 25 minutes left of the game. It is still Netherlands 0, France 0. It would be typical for one of these teams to nick a goal and it'll be 1-0. I think French are looking more likely at the moment to score a goal. I think Holland are showing France a little bit too much respect. Mbappe's not on the pitch, you know. Yeah, United haven't been lucky in the transfer market at the moment. They haven't been lucky, but they've got to find a way. They've got to find a way to sign players, and they've got to, you know, tactically work it out, you know, because we cannot just give up on players. Every player that, oh, you know, we got this UEFA said this and that, and we say, well, that's it, you know, we're giving up now. You can't just do that, you know. French chance for France here. Oh, that's a good save. That is a good save from the keeper. So I'm just watching highlights because it's more exciting. No, it was a good save. Very good save. France on the attack. Holland have got to push out here a little bit. They're inviting too much pressure on themselves. Here comes France again. Cross comes in, safely gathered by the keeper. What do you make of Griezmann then? Griezmann's been like in the tournaments for a long time now. He's been around for a long time. Is it time that they replaced him? The worry for Holland is that if Mbappe comes on late on, like now, like in the 70 minutes odd, is the pace going to be a bit strong for Holland? I mean, back to France again. France win back the ball. Here they're on the counter attack. Griezmann shoots. Oof. Oh, not unlucky. Not bad. Not bad to Dembele. Pardon me. That was a really good shot. Oof. Need to get it more into the corner. Burned it into the corner. So the team that started in that winning French team of 2018, obviously you had Hernandez in there, Saliba wasn't there, Griezmann was there, Rabiot was there, Dembele was there, Dembele was there, Mbappe was there. It's quite a few. Here comes Gakpo for Holland. Crosses the ball. Oh, unlucky for Holland. He gets the ball back. This is a chance. They've got the ball back. Here it is. Memphis. And it's in. It's in for Holland. Xavi Simons has done it. And Holland have taken the lead. So the goal's been disallowed. Let's have a look at this. No, that should not be disallowed. He's not blocking the goalkeeper's vision. He's not blocking the goalkeeper's vision. How can you do that? He's not blocking the goalkeeper's vision. This way, because he's not blocking the goalkeeper's vision. Yeah, I'm baffled by that because isn't it if they're blocking their vision of the goalkeeper was to the player's right. He didn't interfere with the goal. What do you make of that then, guys? What do you think? This is the longest VR is taken, and typical is the Premier League referee. Oh, goodness me. You can't hear through those headphones, you better get some beats. Holland need this. I don't understand that decision. I do not understand that decision. He's not blocking the goalkeeper's vision. That is not an offside. Well, that's the most contentious decision of the whole tournament, and it had to be the French referee, the English referee, the Premier League referee. I totally agree. It's our officials that should have problem. Come on. Come on, you can't give offside for that. You can't. Unreal. Now, if Holland go on to lose this game, that's going to be. Yeah, exactly. The goalkeeper was already he lost hope with the ball, so he gave up already. So how can be offside? I don't get it. Oh dear, what can we do, eh? On comes Olivier Giroud. They should stop finding ways to stop goals and start finding ways to allow goals. This is the whole thing that the referees are they're concentrating too much on trying to disallow a goal rather than finding a reason to allow the goal. There needs to be a difference in mentality here, because the goalkeeper was not saving that ball. The goalkeeper was not saving that ball. And he knew he gave up with the ball. If the player from Holland was not there, it would still go into the back of the net. This is what they need to use their common sense. Is it the Premier League referees we're talking about here? Because it seems like the Premier League referees are the only ones who are making such errors, I call them. It's an error. Poor. Now, you've got to feel for Holland. I mean, they'll be happy with a draw in this game, but, that would have been a historic win and a very morale-boosting win for Holland if they managed to defeat France. But to disallow a goal like that, imagine it was England. Imagine how we'd be feeling if that goal was disallowed, We won't be too happy. England better hope they don't get a Dutch referee next game. It's poor. It really is poor. This is football. Football's about enjoyment. Football's about goals. Stop finding ways to disallow goals and start finding ways to allow goals. Here come Holland again. Only officials in the only officials in the whole tournament to take 10 minutes to make a decision. And ultimately gave the wrong decision, and it had to be just when we thought we played an R2, had to be the English. Ten minutes to go, just over 10 minutes to go of the game. Rabiot is on the pitch. Not quite the ball Holland want. Justice needs to come Holland's way. If I was Holland, I would be furious. So the Wild Wakehorse looks like he's on the pitch. Ball given away to the French. It's not the type of ball you want to give away. Middle of the park. Do you know what? Like, you just want to see football called the right way. You just want consistency, and you want it to be called the right way. And you don't want decisions to hamper you. Like, I remember, was it the World Cup? Couple of World Cups ago, when the English referee the Premier League referee gave 2 yellow cards and not a red. He gave 3 red cards, 3 yellow cards, and then gave a red. Unbelievable, isn't it? And they get away with this time and time again. Can someone win it? Is someone going to win this game? 8 minutes of normal time left. Is someone going to win? Going to take advantage and win the game? Holland would be feeling that they should be 1-0 up. I agree, they should be 1-0 up. It was a legit goal. Simmons there, he's got to look up and he's got to turn. He's got to be quicker and pass that ball. The player was through. Got to be quicker. That's the difference, Got to think quick. Football IQ. Guys, please smash a like and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it very much. You guys are the best. The guys who joined me, you guys are the best. So thank you for joining me. It is a goal. It's like, the thing is, offside should be clear and obvious offside, and it should be blatant obstruction as well of the goalkeeper, not on the side. Then you might as well give everyone offside in a way, because in a way players are blocking somebody, so you might as well just give everyone offside, isn't it? It's just they need to make the game more like, less corporate, and more fun in one way. Football's about goals, football's about enjoyment and entertainment. That was the wrong decision. And I know, as an Englishman, if England had that decision against them, I'll be fuming. Absolutely fuming. And don't be surprised if France nick it. English Premier League referees are getting pelters on Twitter at the moment. They bring it on themselves. They do it to themselves. They do it to yourself. You do. That's what's really up. You do it to yourself. Just you. Premier League and no one else. You do it to yourself. And watch the Holland referee come and referee an England game in this tournament and give a penalty for nothing because of you. That's been a thing. Jury's always been a dangerous player, hasn't he? He's such a dangerous player. You know, you get the ball into him, he just causes havoc in there. One of the best headers of the ball I've seen. So like underrated in regards to heading the ball. He's just brilliant. Eighty-six minutes. It is 0-0 between Holland and France. Holland have had a goal disallowed controversially. We'd like to see Holland score now, to be honest. You know, I would like to see them win because it's injustice, isn't it? Arsene Wenger in the crowd. David Dean. Fabio Capello sitting next to Clarence Seedorf. I must say, I'm not too sure about the French logo on their jersey. And the cock is too big on the jersey. That's what she said. It's also got a little bit of grass underneath. It's got a bit of bush underneath it. A little bit of bush. Poor that from Rabiot. Poor pass from Rabiot. That not looking up, just played a blind ball into the box. This will be the first 0-0 in the tournament, won't it? Is this the first 0-0 in the tournament? So you can forgive this game because this is two quality teams. You know, England are far superior to the teams they faced, and they played poorly. You know, very poorly. You know, Holland look organised. They look like they're very hard to break down. I wouldn't like to play Holland. They look like a very, very hard to break down team. So both these teams will be on 4 points and looking good for the next round. Austria will be on 3 points. Poland on no points. So the decider is between Austria and Holland. Is it Austria and Holland, that's it, yeah. Austria and Holland, the decider. That's going to be a big game. That's going to be a big game. Corner comes in cleared from the goalkeeper, well punched out, got a bit of distance. Holland look like they're in the wrong, they're out of shape a little bit, a bit of a chaos in there. Headed away. Can someone win it? The final stages of this game. 5 minutes added on, 3 minutes left of that 5 minutes. Can someone come Holland? Is this a last attack for Holland? Cross comes in. Oh, it's just a throw in, really a corner. Goal kick, just over a minute left. Looking like it's going to be the first 0-0 of the tournament. France with one final attack. And that looks like it's going to be it. To be honest, it looks like this game is going to finish 0-0. The first 0-0 of the tournament. Probably just be this goal kick, and then that's it. That'll be the first 0-0 of the tournament. Mbappe on the bench today. I think French missed him today, definitely. I think that they did miss Mbappe. And that's 0-0. It is finished. Netherlands 0, France 0. What do I make of that game? It's a very dull game, to be honest with you, but these games are decided on fine margins. And when the referee gives a decision like he gave today, you just use your will to watch the game, because at the end of the day, they're finding reasons to disallow goals and not finding reasons to allow the goal. Football should be entertaining. They shouldn't be trying to find any nitpicking at anything. The keeper was not saving that ball. If the Dutch player was not there, that is still a goal. The decision took nearly 10 minutes to get decided, and it still was the wrong decision. What are they doing? And why was it the Premier League referees again? This is what we've been saying all last season, all the season before. The Premier League referees are the ones that are ruining the game. They're the ones who destroyed the game last season. They have their favourites. They don't like certain teams. And they end up making such a monumental error like that. That was common sense. It was plain as day. That was not offside. Everyone is saying it. The whole world is saying it. How is that offside? He's on the side of the goalkeeper. He's not within the goalkeeper's eye. So how can you give an offside for that? I feel for Holland. Holland should have won that, and it would have been a famous win for them. But the referee again, the Premier League referee as well, is the one that ruined the game. He's the one who should have gave the goal today. And the VAR have got a lot to answer for. And that referee has got a lot to answer for, Mr. Adwell. He's got a lot to answer for. Because the football should be about goals. It shouldn't be about disallowing goals and finding a way to disallow a goal. That was a goal for Holland, and that they have been scammed in this game. They have been cheated in this game. They have been hard done by in this game. No justice for Holland. It was a poor decision, another poor decision that just adds weight to what we've been saying all last season and the season before. The referees in the Premier League are not up to standard. They are not up to standard. They have their favourites and they make the wrong decisions. Whether there's anything sinister in that or not, they are still making the wrong decisions. I believe it's sinister. I don't know what you believe, but that's my opinion. I see it all the time. They have their favourites. That was a goal. If you know the rules of the game, you look at the goal. You look at the ball when it hit in there. That's a goal. Is he blocking the goalkeeper's view? No. Is the player on the floor blocking the goalkeeper's view? No. Is anyone offside? No. The player is standing in an offside position. Doesn't mean he's offside. He is not in line with the ball from the goalkeeper. He's not blocking the goalkeeper's view. The goalkeeper has given up on the strike. He's submitted himself to letting that ball in the goal. It's disgusting, and they keep doing it and getting away with it time and time again. You don't be surprised if you don't see that referee in the latter stages of the tournament, because that was a poor decision, and I feel for Holland. Should have been a goal. Guys, thank you so much for listening to me today, joining my live stream. Please drop a like and a subscribe. It means a lot, helps with everything. It really does help. Please share and put your notifications on if you can, if you be as kind. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a magnificent night. It's very late here. It's almost midnight, but I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy.